So how do you see this food security program, self-sufficiency of food in Indonesia program that very confident declared by our president? Do you believe that it will be also our strength of Indonesia?
Definitely, definitely. We always believe that Indonesia now it's repositioning itself towards the global south after joining the BRICS. And Indonesia can play a very major role, big major role as a leading country among the halal economy, for example. So the efforts of the government of Indonesia is highly appreciated, and now they're doing a lot of efforts, I'm sure, despite the difficulties, globally speaking, after this ongoing difficulties in the Gulf and the instability. But still, the scope for Indonesia to succeed in its plan to achieve those goals are very big, provided that they have sort of partnership with certain, friendly countries, which can assist Indonesia to achieve that goal. And Sudan is one of them, definitely.
Okay, so what opportunities, Mr. Ambassador, exist for Indonesia to participate in Sudan's livestock and obviously halal meat value chains? Because now halal is not only about the food, but it's lifestyle, right? So what opportunities that exist?
As I mentioned to a friend of mine, that Indonesia is the locomotive of halal.
Yeah.
Definitely, Indonesia is a big economy, and Indonesia is aspiring to be, by 1945, the 5th largest economy worldwide. And that means halal economy can play a major role to bring Indonesia to that level. And when we talk about halal economy, we need to talk about the markets and opportunities.
Yeah.
The biggest markets are in Africa, and the biggest opportunity for raw materials and for market in Africa is 54 countries, more than 1.4 billion population, and nearly 60% of the population of Africa are Muslims. So halal market has a huge opportunity, but also to come to Africa, you have to have a gateways, because Africa is a huge continent. And one of the gateways for Africa is Sudan, among the countries in the Horn of Africa and East Africa and Central Africa. Sudan is, geopolitically speaking, is one of the strategically located countries. We are part of the COMESA, Common Market for East and Southern African countries. This is include 21 countries, over 600 million population. So when we talk about strategic partnership between Indonesia and Sudan, Sudan can become a gateway to all this market, because there is zero tariff trade between them and as a group of countries. So it is easier for Indonesian manufacturers to make things jointly, produce a lot of products and market it through these African markets in our region and other regions of Africa.